Let's go.
So we've had an exciting day. Last night our shower broke in the room. The handle actually fell off. The guy came, removed it, so we were able to take a shower last night. He came this morning to fix it. Now the problem is the toilet won't flush. So we're having all kinds of plumbing issues in our room. So we're seeing if they can get that fixed, or we might have to move our room. But I'm walking over to where the fitness center is. So that's our building right behind us. Huge parking lot here. And then there's a little restaurant here that was closed last night because they were, of all things, they were having water issues. So on a boil order. Now I'm going over to where the fitness center is. So you can see it's right along the water here. And the fitness center is in this building over here. So our building is back there. And this is here. And then behind me, those back there are villas that are also connected to this Marriott property. Truman Park in Key West, Florida. I'm right at the Coast Guard. Sorry for the wind. I know it's a bit breezy, but it's a beautiful day, as you can see. I mean, look at this. There is parking and a splash. So there's a splash pad right over here. There's also a public restroom. So if you get to Key West and you're like me, had some coffee in the morning and driving all the way across from Marathon, and you just gotta pee when you get here, you can pull into the parking lot. At the minimum, you can use the facilities, jump back in your car, and go hunt for different parking. This being our first day here, this is the parking we found. And it's $4 an hour, $32 maximum for all day. We probably will be here for about 7 hours, so it's going to put us right about $28. I read that there was some free parking around here. I didn't find it. I also read that there was some cheaper, like $10 all-day parking. We're going to walk around. If we happen to find that when we come down tomorrow, we're going to make a point of definitely parking in the cheaper stuff. But today we're going to explore everything that Key West has to offer. We're going to definitely have, some snacks and some dinner, because we like to do early dinner so it's not so heavy on the way back. And then we'll head back over the bridge, relax for the evening back at our hotel tonight. White House, and we decided not to actually go tour it. It is on the registry of historic places, but it is quite costly. It's $23 per person, to pay here at the gate. If you save a little bit by going online and prepaying for tickets online. I think it ends up being like $21 a person, but still quite costly for a tour of this White House, where I just decided to take pictures from the outside, more economical, and it saves a little time because you can spend a good couple hours in these museums. We're not super museum people, so we decided we'd rather walk around and see all the sights in Key West and know that that's an option. If we decide to come back tomorrow, or if there's ever a rainy day, that is a good option right behind me. Behind me, this is the official Mallory Square, where the big ship is. This is also frequented by all of the, well, bums, if you will, the homeless people hang out here during the day, underneath the shade and stuff like that. So just be aware if you're here with your family. This is kind of an area where they kind of hang out and congregate. They don't seem to be bothering anybody, but just something to be aware of. It's frozen strawberry with white chocolate. Should be good. It's not too limey because of the strawberry and the white chocolate. It was good. Came highly recommended. It's tucked back here down Angela Street off of Duvall. It's really cute in here. It's not so busy right now because it is off time. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon, but I've heard it comes very highly recommended. So we are going to eat here for our dinner and move on down to the Southernmost. We are here at Kaya Island Eats, and look how cute this is. Like I said, it's not very busy right now. We're kind of at an off time, but really good menu. I'm excited. It's smells amazing, and it's just really cute, tucked away here right off of Duvall Street. So it's a little away from the craziness that goes on Duvall Street, so I'm really happy with that. We'll have a nice little relaxing lunch, dinner, whatever. Then we're going to head down to the Southernmost Point, watch the sunset before heading back to Marathon for the night. So as soon as we order and our food comes, I'll show you what it looks like, tastes like. I think I have these mahi fish tacos. They look amazing, so I'm gonna go with that. I think my husband is trying one of the sandwiches. I think a fish sandwich is what it is. So here we have the mahi fish tacos. Holy cow, that's a lot of food. They look delicious and smell wonderful. And then here is the fish sandwich, loaded french fries. This looks amazing as well. Oh my god, I can't wait to dive in. Yummy, yummy. Clearly I did not like this at all. Not at all. I hated it. It was awful. Worst I've ever had. So I didn't like it at all. Actually, I liked it so much. It was delicious. I almost left my plate. But yeah, it's very family friendly, mom and pop kind of place. All outdoor eating here, dining. It's like the owner, and then almost like his two sons, but I'm pretty sure they're his workers. But really excellent food, excellent atmosphere. The fish was super fresh, super flavorful. Like probably one of the best meals that I've had so far on vacation. Make sure you find this place. So about a half a block off of Duvall Street. When you find the corner of Angela Street and Duvall Street, you just go a half a block back, and there it is, right tucked away on the right-hand side. Beautiful little courtyard here, and oh my god, excellent food. Highly recommend it. Well worth it. I would call this definitely a hidden gem, so take advantage when you're in Key West and come to this lovely little eatery. I'll put all the link and information down below so you can come and plan your you can see the lineup in front of the Southernmost Point, which is right down there. So if you want to get a photo down here, I mean, you're going to have to bring your patience. There's not really any parking down here. You're best off parking somewhere else and then coming down here to do your photo. So we're not going to wait in this ridiculous line. At least I don't think so. We might try it tomorrow. Anyway, so we are here at Mallory Square, and like I was saying, it is much livelier now than it was earlier today. Earlier today it was a ghost town. A lot of people gathered here for the sunset because I'm going to flip this around so you can see behind me, right over the ship there is where the sun is going to set, and so obviously it's a great place to catch it, but it's also extremely crowded. So like if I go back over this way, you will see there are street performers and how busy it is. And then there's places like this where they put ropes down where they save their spot for where they're going to perform. So I'm going to just walk you around the squares so you can see all the shops and everything like that. We will probably move from the spot that we're sitting at right now just because we need to move towards our car, and we'll still get a really great view of the sunset even if we don't sit here in Mallory Square. I've heard that there are better places to actually see the sunset in Key West, so we'll probably head down towards where our car is, or towards Fort Zachary Park, because I hear that that's actually a better spot and it's quieter. So we just want to check out the madness that is Mallory Square at sunset time. So here we are. don't be fooled. This whole path looks like it goes all the way down to Mallory Square. And same thing when you're at Mallory Square, it looks like you can walk all the way straight through back over here to the Coast Guard ship. They look like they're attached. They are not. Don't make the same mistake we did by thinking they were. I didn't say I did. My husband kept telling me I was wrong, and he was correct. I was wrong. But the map made it look like you could walk all the way through, and you can't. You have to backtrack and go all the way around, which it's long. It's a long walk, especially if you walk all the way to the end of this boardwalk here, and then have to turn around and walk all the way back, and then through the neighborhoods over here in order to get around to Mallory Square. And likewise the other way around, when you're at Mallory Square, it makes it look like you can walk all the way through. You'll walk up to the end where like you can see this part that we're standing on, you can see the Coast Guard ship and it looks really close, but you can't get there because there's about, I don't know, a 20-foot gap between the two sidewalks. So you have to then backtrack and go all the way around. It's insane. All the way around. So don't make that mistake. Make sure that you, A, listen to your husband because sometimes he's right about directions. And then 2, make sure you don't try to walk all the way down over here, straight down that way. You ain't getting anywhere. You're only gonna get as far as like the end, and then you have to turn around, come all the way back here to where your car's parked, right over there, and then walk down that way through the neighborhood. It's not fun. Don't recommend it. My feet are tired. All right, we're gonna make the trip back. We had a great day in Key West. We're gonna make the trip back now to Marathon, and then we're gonna relax the rest of the evening. Tomorrow is our last full day in paradise. I cannot believe it's already the last day of my vacation. Oh my God. So anyway, we're gonna hit the road so we get some sunlight on the way back, and we will catch up with you tomorrow. Where are we going next? Let's go.